morning sun, searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come.
Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I created this champagne gold cut crease. I hope you will enjoy watching. The first product that I went in with is by the brand Jouar. It's a anti-aging moisture primer. I applied this on my T-zone. Now for my foundation I'm going to use the MAC Studio Fix foundation in the shade NC37. First I used a brush to make sure that the foundation is all over my face. And when I'm done with that I'm going to use my beauty blender. I made my beauty blender a little bit wet. And then I'm going to blend this all in my skin. Currently I really love to use a beauty blender. I feel like it gives a very natural finish. Now I'm going to use the Colourpop sculpting stick in the shade Gummy Bear. I'm going to apply this on all the places where I want a sort of highlight effect. So I apply it on my chin, a little bit above my lips and on my forehead. Now for underneath the eyes I'm going to use a different product, and this is by Bobbi Brown, their tinted eye primer. I use it in the shade Light Bisque. It's like medium coverage. But I really like to use this product because I feel like it doesn't crease a lot underneath the eyes, so I really like it. Now I'm going to set everything in with my beauty blender. To set everything in place I'm going to use the Anastasia banana powder. This is from their contour kit, their powder contour kit. And I'm only going to set my chin and my forehead. Maybe I will have a little bit fallout later on with my eyeshadow, so I'm not going to set my concealer underneath the eye yet. The first product that I used for my brows is by Anastasia. It's their brow wiz and I used it in the shade medium brown. I'm going to use this right underneath the brow, and this is to create the shape. So I'm creating a straight line right underneath the brow, and I'm also filling in the beginning of my brow a little bit. Now I'm using a brow powder. This is also by Anastasia in the shade Granate. And I'm going to start by filling in the outer edge of my brow. And I'm softly blending this towards the beginning of my brow. This is a very dark shade, I know, but I paint my hair black, so I don't think it looks really weird when I do my brows really dark, and I really like to use dark products lately. I always have those mood swings. Sometimes I like a very soft brow and sometimes I like it very dark, and today I wanted it to be more dark. Now to clean up all the edges of my brow I'm using a Prolonger concealer by MAC in the shade NC15. I'm going straight underneath the brow to give it a very sharp, clean look. Now to set the concealer underneath my brow bone I'm using Makeup Geek White Lies eyeshadow. This is a matte white shade and I'm just softly pressing this right underneath my brow bone. To complete the brow I'm going in with some brow gel, also by Anastasia in the shade Chocolate. I always feel like this is the perfect finishing touch for my brow. It keeps them in place and it just looks very nice. Now the first eyeshadow that I'm going in with is by Makeup Geek in the shade Corrupt. This is a matte black eyeshadow shade. And I'm going to use this eyeshadow shade to create my crease line. So I'm going for a cut crease today, a very dramatic eye look. I love to create a look like this. But when I create a cut crease I always start with creating the shape of the cut crease. I just feel like this comes in very handy. I will use this line as my guideline. And I would suggest to use a very precise brush. And I use a eyeliner brush by Anastasia Beverly Hills in the number 3. Now I'm going in with Soft Peach eyeshadow by Anastasia. And I'm going to blend this shade above the line that I just created. You can also do this step before creating the line. I always do it like this. Just figure out what works best for you. Now I'm using the shade Fudge by Anastasia, a very pretty shade. And I'm going to blend this shade right on top of the crease line. So I'm going straight on top of it. I'm just blending my brush back and forth, nothing really precise. I just want this shade to smudge out the black shade. Now, because it's looking really harsh right now, I'm going in with Fawn, also by Anastasia, and I'm going to use this shade to blend it more out. Now I wanted my crease to look a little bit more intense dark, so I'm going back in with the Corrupt eyeshadow by Makeup Geek, and I'm going once again over the line. When I go in with a black shade, I always make sure to go in with a lighter shade to blend it out. So I'm going back in with the Fudge eyeshadow and I'm just going to blend all over it. Now I'm done with my crease, so it's time for concealer, and I'm using the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NC15, same concealer that I also used to clean up my brow. And I'm going to use it to clean up my cut crease, so I'm going right underneath the crease line to make it look very sharp and clean. And I will also apply this all over the eyelid to use this as a base for the eyeshadows that I will apply on my eyelid. Now the first shade that I'm going to apply on my eyelid is by Makeup Geek in the shade I'm Peachless. This is a very gorgeous shade. I really wanted to use this in this video. I'm going to press this in the inner part of my eyelid. Now in the middle of my eyelid I'm going to use the shade Amber by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And at the end of my eyelid I'm going once again back in with the I'm Peachless eyeshadow, same shade that I just applied at the beginning. I just wanted it also to be at the outer edge. Now to give it a little bit sparkle, I'm using the Too Faced Nude Beam Glitter Dust. I made my finger a little bit wet using a MAC Mixing Medium Gel, and now I'm softly pressing this in the middle part of my eyelid. This is a very gorgeous glitter. Now for my eyeliner I'm using the Sigma Wicked Gel Eyeliner. I have a separate video where I go a little bit more in depth on how I create my cat wing, so I will link it down in the description bar if you're curious. And for the cat wing tail I'm using the LA Splash Liquid Liner. I feel like this is way more easier to create a very sharp cat wing. Now for in the waterline I'm using the Anastasia Dark Side Waterproof Pencil. This is one of their newest pencil. It's intense black. I like to use it for the waterline. I still think it does smudge in the waterline. It doesn't stay 100% black, so it's not the perfect pencil, but it works pretty fine. Now I'm going in with Makeup Geek Corrupt eyeshadow, that's the black shade, and I'm going to press this right underneath the lower lash line. I'm also going a little bit on top of the waterline to connect those two products with each other. Now to blend out that black eyeshadow, I'm going in with Fawn by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And first I'm going to press this softly underneath the black shade, and then I'm going to blend it out. Now I'm done with the eyes, so it's time for the face. And for my contour, I'm using the MAC Sculpt powder. This is my favorite powder to contour my face. I have used it in all my previous full face videos. I think this is just gorgeous. So I'm going to softly blend this on my cheekbones. And I'm also going to apply this on my forehead. I feel like I have a very big forehead, so I always try to apply a little bit bronzer or contour on my face, so they say it makes the forehead look smaller, I don't know. Now I'm going to use the Colourpop Churro Super Shock Cheek cream. This is a very soft consistency. You can also apply it with your fingers, but I used it with a very small brush. Now on top of that, I'm going to apply the Anastasia Beverly Hills So Hollywood highlighter to make it look even more intense. And I apply a lot because I feel like the highlighter never shows on camera how it looks in person, so I always apply a little bit more than I would wear on a daily basis. Now for my blush, I'm going to use the NARS Luster Blush. This is a very pretty shade. I feel like this is a shade that you can combine with a lot of lipstick colors because it's very neutral. Now I'm going to show you two combinations of lipsticks that you can wear with this eye look. First I use the Jouer Papaya Lip Cream. And this is how it looks. I feel like this is a very nice lip color. It's very shiny. I just love it. And I think it suits very well with the shades that I used on the eyelid. But if you're more into bright shades, I will show you the Anastasia Beverly Hills Rio Liquid Lipstick in combination with the eye look. And this is how it looks. Of course, if you recreate this eye look, you can use any lipstick that you feel like suits very well with this eye look. I just wanted to show you two options. So yes, this is already the end of the tutorial. I really hope you all enjoyed watching. In my previous video I asked you guys if you wanted to see more videos where I don't wear fake lashes. And a lot of you were interested in this, so I will definitely make more videos without fake lashes. In this video I used lashes from my own lash company Attitude, and this is the style Feisty. I will link them down in the description bar. These are very popular, they are out of stock right now, but they will be restocked next Monday. If you have any requests for my next video, then leave it down in the comments, or if you have a question you can always ask me. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to get a notification whenever I upload a new video. And hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!
Lion's gonna come. The birds have just begun. We will always take a stand.